Hey guys, welcome back to the Movie Cave, the place where I love to talk about movies, games, and music way too much. I'm your host Ethan Barrett, here with part 18 of the Star Wars Battlefront 3 concept video series. What is part 18? Well, it's the hero guide for General Grievous. So let me start off by saying, make sure that you go watch the previous videos in the series before you watch this one because it would make more sense going forward. Now, with that out of the way, let's not waste any more time, let's just get straight in to the video. Alright, so for part 18, we got the hero guide for Obi-Wan's opposite, the villain General Grievous, the leader of the largest droid army in the galaxy. Formerly known as a Kaleesh male, Kaimin J. Shilal, who, after the death of his love, he would rename himself Grievous, Darth Sidious took interest of Grievous, believing he would make a good pawn to his plan. He ordered Dooku to retrieve Grievous, where in the process, Dooku destroyed a shuttle that Grievous was on. When Grievous opened his eyes after the explosion, he was badly injured in a bacta tank, being told by Sand Hill, chairman of the Intergalactic Banking Clan, he would be turning Grievous into a deadly cyborg, powerful enough to combat and kill Jedi, while also leading the largest droid army in the galaxy during the Clone Wars. Grievous was viewed as one of, if not the most terrifying separatist in the galaxy. Grievous was most known for having 4 arms and adding the lightsabers from the Jedi he kills to his collection. He was a feared tank with a bad cough, and this is how I would add him to Battlefront 3. Now, there is not another playstyle for Grievous, but there is something new to add for him that's different than every other hero. So first off, I would keep everything the same in terms of stats. Grievous would have a base health of 800, with 250 health regeneration. His primary weapon would be the lightsabers of all the Jedi he's killed. He would deal 130 damage to the front and 160 damage to the back. Grievous has a swing speed of 1.8 swings per second, but now his stamina, I would tweak it a bit. Honestly, a really tiny change, don't expect much. I would grant Grievous an extra swing with his lightsaber before running out of stamina, adding up to 13 swings instead of 12, while still only being able to block 10 attacks before running out of stamina. I would give him the same run speed as Grievous already, but the jump, I'm really tweaking this. Because here's the thing, in Battlefront 2, he has, it's not a kind of short jump, you know, he can still get high up, but here's the thing, for me knowing Grievous, he's always been a tank, but he's not fast, but he can jump to the sky. Like, if you remember LEGO Star Wars The Complete Saga, Grievous wasn't that fast in movement, but he could do like 3 jumps in a row. When you watch the 2D Clone Wars, he jumped so high. So that's how I view Grievous. So for his jump, I would give Grievous the same jump height and farness as Kylo Ren. And he could do it in LEGO Star Wars, so yes, he has a double jump. Now that takes care of the stats, and yes, the abilities would stay the same. The left ability would be Thrust Surge, the right ability would be Claw Rush, and the middle ability would still be Unrelenting Advance. But we're not moving on to the takedowns just yet, because like I said at the beginning, Grievous would have something different from every hero to this point. Think about Anakin Skywalker. When you hold the Y or triangle button, Anakin will perform his special ability Retribution when it's charged up. But that's Anakin. Obviously Luke and Vader don't have Retribution, but if you press Y or triangle, does it do anything? Not even just lightsaber heroes. Think about Han Solo. Does pressing Y or triangle do anything? No, it's a useless button by itself. So let's change that. Now, not for everybody, maybe some heroes in future concepts, but for now, just Grievous. When you press Y or triangle, Grievous would take out all 4 arms to use. And in doing so, Grievous would deal 0.2 extra damage. However, it would drain 0.2 extra stamina. So just keep that in mind when you would use that. Now, moving on to the takedowns. But before that, really quick, if you are new around here, please do make sure that you go subscribe to the channel and ring the bell notification so you always know of when I post videos. Also, please do make sure that you go like the video, as it does really help the channel a lot. And with that said, let's get back to the show. So here we go, the takedowns for Grievous. So the first takedown would see Grievous thrust kick the enemy to the ground to follow up with a slash down from all 4 lightsabers, kind of like what he did against Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars. And this would be Grievous's default takedown. The next takedown would see Grievous swing his lightsabers for the enemy to perform a dodge barrel roll under Grievous's swing, to then, with his back turned, grab a blaster on his hip with a 3rd arm and shoot the enemy in the chest, similar to how Grievous killed Nadar Veb in the Clone Wars. And this takedown would cost 8,000 credits to unlock. And the last takedown would see Grievous grab the enemy's face with his foot to throw them over his head. Grievous would then use Unrelenting Advance to walk over them, cutting them in pieces. Yes, I know that's messed up, but we need to make Grievous terrifying again. Because in Revenge of the Sith, sure, he looks cool, but Obi-Wan defeats him, killing him in the process, so you overlook him. And in the Clone Wars, except for one time, Grievous always looks for escape pods, ways to escape, making him look like a coward. Do you remember Grievous in the 2003 2D Clone Wars?
Steady. No!
When he fights 5 Jedi, kills 2 of them, hospitalizes Ayla Secura and Shaak Ti, and makes Ki-Adi-Mundi with a whole battalion of clones retreat by himself? We need that Grievous back. This takedown would be similar to what Grievous did to Ahsoka in the Clone Wars, and this takedown would cost 15,000 credits to unlock. So that takes care of the takedowns. So now let's just move on to the star cards. Now, for the star cards, I'm not going to go through them because I would have them stay the same as they are already. The only card I would change or tweak is Sith Trained. The card is General Grievous deals extra damage with his lightsaber attacks, but they drain 25% more stamina. Now, I would keep the card, but I would make it only for when Grievous uses all 4 sabers by pressing Y or triangle. So with that being said, that takes care of the star cards. Let's move on to the appearances. Now for the appearances, I thought of some more options, so let's get to them. So obviously, let's start off with the ones that are in Battlefront 2 already. So his default look would be Grievous from Revenge of the Sith. His next appearance option would be his damaged look from Battlefront 2. And I would have this be 40,000 credits to unlock. And then his next appearance option would be his final Battlefront 2 appearance, be the burnt look. And this would be 80,000 credits to unlock. Now, for the ones that I would personally add to the game, his next appearance option would be his robed appearance from Revenge of the Sith, and I would have this be 80,000 credits to unlock. And then his final appearance would be his robed look from the 2D animation 2003 Clone Wars episodes 1 and 2, his robe look. And I would have this be 80,000 credits to unlock. Now, let's move over to the emotes. So for the emotes, I got some ideas, so let's get to them. So the way I do emotes is I start off with the emotes from Battlefront 2 already, and then I go to talk about the ones that I would personally add to the game. Now remember, each emote costs 5,000 credits to unlock. With that said, let's get to them. The first one is
surrender and I promise you will die swiftly.
The second one is
your screams are like music to my audio receptors.
The next one is
you are a bold one.
The next one is
crush them. Make them suffer.
And then the last one is so, now for the ones that I would personally add to Battlefront 3. The first one is
hello there.
The next one is
it is you who shall get no mercy.
The next one is
your friends shall die, Kenobi, and you shall soon follow.
The next one is
You have only prolonged the inevitable.
The next one is The next one is
I am the leader of the most powerful droid army the galaxy has ever seen.
The next one is
I only live to see you die.
The next one is
The care these Jedi show for their troops is a weakness.
The next one is
There is no room for failure.
The next one would be
I will grant a warrior's death. Prepare.
The next one would be
How quickly power can change hands.
The next one would be
This planet is now under separatist control.
The next one would be
Back away! I will deal with this Jedi slime myself.
The next one would be The next one would be
Time to abandon ship.
The next one would be
So far you have failed to impress me.
The next one would be
Your lightsabers will make a fine addition to my collection.
The next one would be The next one would be
Prepare yourself, for you are about to leave this world.
The next one would be
I have always been greater than you.
The next one would be
The unsuspecting fools know not what awaits.
And the last one would be
I will kill you all. Do you hear me, Jedi? Do you hear me?
So guys, that was the video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like, please go subscribe to the channel, and ring the bell notification so you always know of when I post videos. Make sure you go follow me on all my social medias right here. I've been your host, Ethan Barrett from the Movie Cave. Don't forget that you're sexy people. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.